Right then, Jordan. Our good pals at the world's most crafty beer discovery club, Beer 52, they've only been back in touch. They're only sponsoring the pod again.
Get in there, buzzing.
How good's that?
Some beers sent to us or what?
Well, yeah, I think you can get 8 delicious craft beers from around the world for free.
What, they throw in a snack still?
Well, yeah, I think they're doing 10 beers and a snack for the price of the postage, which is $4.95.
It's cheaper than not buying it.
It's cheaper than not buying it.
And anyone who signs up, what they do, they'll send a different crate of beer every week with a different theme. So I got the mango ones, and it was really nice.
Oh, like a sauce. You get a different theme every month.
Everyone was like a mango flavour.
Oh, that's good thinking. Yeah. So all you have to do is go to beer52.com/trials for the 10 beers and a snack for less than a normal pint costs, and you can cancel at any time.
Get up.
Class. Jordan,
Welcome.
4. Season 4.
Can you believe
We're
it?
back again. I can't believe we even got season 1.
Can't believe
Never mind 4. It's good to be back.
It is, mate, yeah.
I've got to mention your hair.
Why?
Because you've got a Tesco 2-stripe in it.
Staying young.
You're 29, you're turn around, let's have a look, show it to the camera. So he's had 2 lines put in his head. It's like, I'm sure they were Kenwood trackies. So fake Adidas.
I'm now, though.
Are you faster? Do you feel faster?
You look really quick. You look quicker than...
You don't.
I feel slow.
You look like one of them souped up coursers.
I thought
With
when
a
I
stripe,
first
though.
looked at it, it was a scar. But you've asked for that, haven't you?
Yeah, he's paid for that. That's the
That
worst
was
one.
an extra £3.
Oh my God. Anyway, has it helped on the pitch? How have you done? How's Alty done?
We got beat on Tuesday night up at Spenny, but apart from that, yeah, we're doing all right. Into the playoffs.
It's a fair old journey up there, isn't it? Spennymoor.
Tuesday night, blizzard, literally the worst conditions I've ever played.
What was the score?
3-2.
You must have scored.
No.
Oh wow.
Big time of it.
So nothing changes from series to
I've
series.
scored 3 in the last 3 though, so.
I've seen that. I've been looking at the stats.
So
Been doing all right.
When did you have your haircut? Before the goals?
No, yeah, Tuesday
Did
night.
you? Did you?
Tuesday day I had it done.
Oh, so you hadn't scored since you've had your stripes in?
No, mate.
I might tell you something. So, where are you in the playoffs?
We are 7th, just in it, but we've gone from 18th to 7th in a matter of a month, so.
Yeah, it's pretty
Take
good.
it, don't
Have you
you?
got any more games in hand?
No, people have got games in hand on us now. We've played that
So
much.
you can drop back out. Have you got a tough run in?
Very tough.
Have you?
York, Kings Lynn, Chester in 3 weeks.
So they're literally the top 3, are they?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But,
Brilliant.
we
So-
can beat anyone, don't worry about
On
it.
our day.
You can also lose against anyone. So, anyway.
What have you been up to? Let's get off mine.
Oh, same old.
Yeah, it's shite,
Just,
yo,
yeah,
yeah.
not sleeping. Been to hospital and doctors about 10 times with baby. It's just... Anybody out there who's thinking about having kids, stop thinking. It's horrendous.
Well,
It's so hard
I could have
work.
told you this, mate.
It's horrendous,
I
isn't
hate
it?
mine.
It's hard. It's so... I
I
do
guess
love him,
today-
but it's so hard work.
he's like a kid because he's been mithering us for 2 weeks to do.
Oh, he's the first person, I think, who's like hit a bit of pod fame.
Yeah.
Says he can't go out in Manchester anymore. He's being harassed
It's global.
by the
global, by the way.
Can I come on
podcast
again?
fans. So, but yeah, he has literally from the moment he walked out that door, he's been mithering us to come back
Dicko,
on.
fuck off, you've done yours. No, I've got more stories. I've got
Just trying to
more.
get back in the game, aren't I? Trying to get a move.
He's been out 13 times since he come on the pod just to get more stories.
Some good stories, though, let me tell you.
So yeah, but we have had a bit of a. I suppose it is by popular demand because we did have a lot of requests on the Twitter feed and other stuff
yeah,
It was always going to happen.
to have you back on.
I think people felt you give us a good podcast, but you had more to offer.
Is that true?
I feel like
which
they're probably right.
a lot of your managers have said about you in the past.
He's done all right. But
He's done all right.
yeah,
He's got
yeah.
more to
No,
offer.
I mean, like, you can't give them all at once, can you? Because I'm getting paid for this one, aren't I?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Drag it out.
Yeah, drag it out.
No, I mean, like, I went away, I was like, oh, I forgot about that story. Oh, I wish I would have said that. So I thought, we'll get series 2 in, and then 3, and then 4, and then we'll, I might get some memorabilia made and stuff.
Well,
you've brought us in a present. Tell us what you've brought in.
Obviously, after the last podcast, I watched a couple of the boys, and saw Linny brought some drinks and stuff in, and I'm not doing a marathon, so I'm not bringing any sorrying in. Sorry about that, pal. So I thought I'd bring in some Barnsley's #1 restaurant, Greg's, some donuts and some sausage rolls.
Look at that.
Buzzing.
Can't go
Do you know
wrong,
what? Have you heard that Greg's now doing a vegan pasty?
Yeah, I won't ever be buying one of them.
No.
It's pointless. It's like KFC are doing, what is it? Vegan,
Chickenless bucket.
Chickenless bucket.
No,
These vegans don't agree with all this stuff, but they're going to go in KFC. Good one.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like I know they've got to,
that.
I know they've got to offer it, but just stick to what.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Just leave the fucking weirdos to it.
Each for their own, John.
Right. Anyway, if you hadn't guessed, Liam Dickinson, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Finally.
What have you been up to? Supposed to be the other day, this podcast, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be the other day, but I've been stuck in Amsterdam. I was meant to go. I went away with my missus for a 30th.
You took her to Amsterdam.
I took her to Amsterdam. I'll be going again, but without her. Let me tell you. So yeah, it's just for a nice little weekend away. Great time. Woke up Monday morning to find out our flight had been cancelled
Because of storm.
because of Storm Ciara.
Ciara, is that, yeah?
This speed.
So,
Yeah,
right, after a weekend in Amsterdam, you must have been dying to get home.
Do you know what? We didn't hammer it. We had a couple of friends who were there, and they're poorly humans, so they
Really?
they hit it hard. We was tour out. I wanted to be a tourist. I went all over the place, looking at all the cathedrals, Nam Square, straight to the red light. It's
an eye opener, isn't it?
Amsterdam is the most beautiful yet most seedy place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, you've obviously never been to Padium.
So we went there, and Monday we were meant to fly home. Woke up Monday morning, flight's cancelled. Brilliant. So we phoned Flybe. I mean, I'll have to mention names on here.
Yeah.
I'll throw anyone under the bus me.
You know, Flybe, they'll probably be in contact, give us free flights somewhere.
Spoke to Flybe to confirm. They said, the flight's cancelled. So the company I booked it with...
Just because of the wind?
Just because of the weather, yeah. So the company I booked it with, they had to redo my flights. So I phoned them up. I said, it's showing that it's not cancelled. I said, well, Flybe have just told me that it is. So, we'll send a request form. What do you mean you'll send a request form? I'm in Amsterdam. I've checked out my hotel. Where am I meant to go? 5 hours later, I've got nothing back. So I've had to get onto them again. They went, your flight's confirmed. You can go to the airport and check in. I went, so they were wrong. Brilliant. Ran to the train station. Thought, I'm going to phone Flybe again here. Phoned them back. I don't know why they've told you that. Your flight is cancelled.
No way.
So I had to phone lastminute.com back again. And they're like, we'll send a request form off. I went fucking mad. Listen to me. Like I was going to do something over the phone.
Yeah. Stuck in Amsterdam.
So they were
I'm
going to
roll to your office.
In the end, Flybe were great. They sorted new flights out. They were like, right, there's no flights to Manchester, Liverpool, or Leeds today or tomorrow. We can get you on a BA flight, but you'll have to pay for it, and we'll reimburse you. It's coming up at €430 per person.
Oh my god!
And then train from it's like £1,000 to get back to Manchester. I said, I just stay till Wednesday.
Yeah.
So they booked us on a flight for Wednesday, but Jesus, it was. You know what?
So you just book into another hotel.
Yeah, but obviously we had to pay for it. But obviously hotels being hotels, tripled the prices. Oh. So the Ibis wanted €700 to stay for 2 nights.
What?
I said, what? I said, babe. I said, darling, we're getting a tent. We're staying
Can you claim that back though from the?
Yeah. Well, we got a hotel. Ended up paying like £300 for 2 nights in a hotel. Right. Keep all your receipts and stuff. So we were like, right, keep your receipts. Bang, Chinese, €100.
Was it?
Yeah, we just smashed it. So hopefully we'll get it back. If not, it's coming out of her pocket money.
So, but you finally made it back. I spoke to you last night, didn't I? And you was like, "Yep, I'll see you in the morning."
Can't let my fans down.
Right.
Oh, but let's get straight into it. So we'll start off. We've got a couple of questions from.
You're gonna go Jack McCracken?
I'll go Jack McCracken.
Go on.
Is Jack a made up name?
I think it's Phil's cousin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be on it. And I think he's got a cousin bend over. Right, so the
Wow.
That's the old one. It's an old dad joke.
Dad joke, isn't it? So Jack McCracken has asked the question: opinions on Akwasi Asante eating ice cream sandwiches.
Personally,
Do you know who he is?
the guy, but I can respect him because it sounds really unhealthy. So anything unhealthy.
Weird,
I mean, what kind of bread's it on? Is it on a?
Well, this is what we mentioned. Yeah, like
you said, a nice thick warbies. It'd hold the moisture.
Toasty loaf
Yeah.
with ice cream,
But
and I can see it.
His foot's with a milk roll.
Milk roll.
It's
dripping through your fingers.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable, is it? 'Cause you're
No.
licking your hands and everything. It's no fun, that.
I don't.
And what kind of ice cream is it?
Yeah.
Is it
a
strawberry, chocolate?
Yeah, but is he scooping some ice cream onto a sandwich?
Is it
and
ice
eating
cream or is it a frozen yogurt? What is it?
Could be a fruit.
There's so many mixtures, so many
I'm not
varieties.
even getting involved.
I think we might have to message Akwasi and ask him.
Get him on the show.
You're asking.
But he's been scoring loads of money, I think, for Chester. I think he's scored a few.
He's got about 2 more than me.
So, yeah, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Yeah,
many.
what's that then?
So
5.
it's on 6.
Has he got?
Sorry, mate.
Don't you start being like him.
I don't think he's got go faster stripes in the back of his head though.
I think he has, you know. I think that's where I got it from.
Oh, go on then, Jordan.
I'm just going to go straight in. I want to know best mate in football and best story about him.
Best mate
That's from
in
Anonymous.
football. I'd probably say either Michael Rains or Adam Griffin.
Michael Rains.
Rainsy, yeah, Stockport County. I think he's at Hartlepool now.
But you mentioned him on the last one.
Yeah. Rainsy I used to room with Rainsy at Stockport.
Still speak now?
Yeah, still speak now. I was at his wedding. I was at Griff's wedding last year. Everyone was there, and Griff's stag do. So it'd either be Griff or Rainsy. Rainsy at football, we roomed together. Out of football, Griff lived near me, so we spent a lot of time together, going out every night. Apart from a Friday, because I had a game on a Saturday. Obviously, I'm not an animal. I respect the club. So it's it go off one of them two. And story wise, I don't know really. I think with Griff, it was just we went through a phase of just going out that much and just partying all the time.
It's a blur.
And it was like ending up back at his apartment with different birds all the time. I hope his wife isn't listening to this. And he just come out this one day. He's come out the bedroom one morning and he just looked in pain. I was like, "What's wrong, mate?" He went, "I can't talk about it." I said, "What's happened?" He went, "She gave me a wank last night. She had a cast on." He went, "I've got friction burns."
No way.
I swear to God, she had a cast on, wanked him off. That was probably the funniest one of the funniest stories. His face, he just looked like a terrified little boy.
Fucking sore, yeah.
Sore as foot, red raw. Get some Sudocrem for it.
Is that what you did? Popped out. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
He started
God.
well, hasn't he?
Bloody hell.
He's going under his heads.
Tone it down a bit, yeah, okay.
Probably can hear me now. Right, so we've got a couple of questions. Best trainer. I'm going to go for Adidas Samba.
I go for the Harachi.
Jordan. I was thinking that's right.
Jordan.
Who does he play for?
That went right over his head, that, didn't
No, I
it?
thought it was Chris's brother.
Best trainer.
Best trainer, yeah. Obviously, not footwear.
I was going to say.
That went right over your
Yeah,
head.
I'd
That,
say
Jordan.
he was a very, very good trainer. Chris Commons. I was at Derby with him. It was just fucking class.
Just fit.
Do you know another one as well? I forgot his name. Don't matter, forget about him.
Have you ever played with like old Jamie Maguire?
Yes.
Do you remember it?
Not with him, against him.
Yeah, so he
was
was
at
like,
Mansfield.
yeah, he was just like Jack Russell, but he trained like he played.
Yeah.
So he would fly through people
Yeah,
in
yeah.
training, and I mean like
I've had a few of them.
100%, like right through you.
Yeah.
And he was unbelievable trainer, and he wasn't the most skillful lad.
He was just wanted to smash people.
Yeah.
But he's 100%.
But he'd win the ball, and if it was a 10-yard pass on, he wouldn't do it. He'd just give it someone 2 yards away and say, right, you You pass it. He knew his job.
I'll tell you
was a
another
ratter.
very good trainer. I played against him a good few times, and I always thought he was just a horrible Scouse bastard. And like the majority of them are, I've got a daughter who's Scouse as well. Sometimes I dislike her. Alan Navarro, centre mid. It was at MK Dons.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
at Brighton with me. It was only till I played with him I thought, fuck me, he's fucking good. Him.
Yeah.
He's just. He was deaf in one ear.
He was what?
You heard. Hey, I'm not Jordan, mate. Hey,
Trying to turn it
we've been
up.
pros us. He was deaf in one ear, and when you're training, you're doing the warm up, and you're running round, and you're talking to him. It was his left ear. So if you're talking to him, running next to him, and he'd go 1 minute and jog round to the side and listen again. So we on the team coach on away games, we'd always try and get him on the end where he couldn't hear us, so his left ear was to everyone, and we're slagging him off like that, and he just sat there like on his phone reading the paper, and everyone's laughing at me. Goes, what you're laughing at?
You couldn't hear anything.
Mate, but for someone who was deaf in one ear, he was like visually aware. I think you've got to be more aware, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
It was very, very good trainer.
Your other senses heightened, don't they?
Yeah,
what they
very,
reckon, don't
very
they?
good trainer. Horrible man, good trainer.
Horrible, man.
Horrible, man.
Well, I'm just shy at training, so everyone's
me
good
too.
compared to me.
Too. Horrendous.
I used to love training. I like you know the old shouts as you're running around, money in the bank, boys,
Yeah,
all that
that's
kind
you.
of stuff.
That was you,
That was
wasn't
me,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love it. I used to run round and everyone would be moaning. I'd be like, getting paid for this, getting paid to get fit.
I didn't want to run. I see people running now, and I think I used to get paid to run, and that's the only reason I ran. Now you wouldn't catch me running.
Would you
Well,
not just
people
go for a
on,
run?
like,
It's a fuck.
on the
I'd
road.
rather watch Corrie. 100%. I'd be sat home in my boxes with a can of Budweiser watching Coronation Street.
Would you not go for a
No,
run?
you wouldn't see me running on the road now. No chance. Bad knees.
It hurts.
Got bad knees.
Bad knees.
Everyone
I just
says
see
bad knees.
people in a high vis vest in the rain at 6 in the morning thinking, have you got now better to do with your life? Like, unless you're training for a marathon like Lenny.
How's he gone on? Do we know?
Has he done it yet or what? What is it?
No, he's still running.
Is it-
Set off Friday.
unless you're training for something, fair enough, but like, fuck, like, just be fat. Be fat and happy.
It does it like it's not fun. It's painful. You know, like when you get to that.
Do you know what? I'm only having a bit of banter here. I think after you've done it, you feel good.
Yeah.
And you feel good about it. Like,
Do you know, it's getting dressed and getting out. And
that's
as soon
what it is.
as
The
soon
thought
as
of
you're
running,
out,
it just makes me feel physically sick. But when I'm out there, after I've done a good 7 or 8 minutes, and then I'm back in my house,
You're happy.
you know, I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, I can have a second tea now.
can have a second tea. Go on, Jord.
I'm going to mention this one about Jim Gammon just because of what you've just said. So Jim Gammon once said he's such a fantastic athlete, such a skillful forward, that I don't think you can get any more in one player. He's got the height, he's got the athleticism, he's got the speed, he's got the skill, he's got the finishing, and he also creates things.
So when did Jim adopt you?
Cheers, Dad.
That is an unbelievable thing.
Do you know what?
Quote that
Do you
is.
know
Jim
what?
Gannon doesn't say that about many people.
I'll be honest, he's not far wrong.
He's not far right.
No,
No,
he had one good season, so I think he said it after the playoff final.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
No, you know, when I was at Stockport, I had a good time there, mate. I had a good spell. I worked hard, I scored goals. Like I said, I played that lone striker. It's like I was doing the work of two strikers at times, and it was working, the formation we had and the team we had. It wasn't just me. I had the likes of Tommy Rowe, Pilkington, you know, people.
Tommy Rowe, is that Danny Rowe's brother?
Danny Rowe's brother, yeah.
Where's he gone now?
He went to Doncaster. He went to Peterborough. He went to Doncaster.
That's right.
I think Scunthorpe. He's done very well.
Yeah.
But we had like a young team, but with all that most of the team went on. Pilks went to Huddersfield and Norwich. You had James Tunnicliffe that went to Brighton. Jim McNulty went to Brighton.
Haywood lad, him, innit?
Yeah, you had Gary Dicko who went to Brighton. You had Don Blizzard and Stephen Gleeson who were on loan from Watford and Wolves. We had
Was this in League Two?
this was League Two, yeah. Like I say, Tommy Rowe, Michael Rose, Adam Proudlock was in and out of the team, and we were all good players, but we all worked well together. We had a system, and it just worked. So I think that helped me look better than I was. But like I say, I've always had a good relationship with Jim.
Yeah.
And people have said that, he's your old man, where's your dad? Go and ask your dad what time we're down for pre-match.
Oh, really? So
he's
always...
Yeah. So, I mean, like, every team's got that. A couple of players like, go and ask your dad, the manager loves and stuff. And I had a good relationship with him. He's probably one of the only managers that I did have a good relationship with.
Some players need that, though. They need to have that good relationship with the manager because it makes them play.
Yeah, definitely. I knew that I could go off the rails easily. And he kind of... Not like that being cotton wool, but
did you respect him enough though? Did you respect him enough because you knew he liked you? Did you respect him enough then that not to push it too far?
Yeah, not to push it too far. I mean, I told the story last time I was on about the Tiger night and phoning sick.
Yeah.
And Peter Ward wanted to sack me, and Jim said no, we're not sacking him because I was scoring goals at the time. Yeah. But other than that, there was never any problems with me and Jim or me and anyone at Stockport, apart from very early on at the Ibiza when I went on that boat trip on my own with that bird. But yeah, like I say, I feel like it got to the point where we're scoring goals, we're winning, and I had in my own social life and going out and stuff, but I wanted to win, I wanted to get promoted. Yeah. So that was more important. Yeah. And I didn't want to, if it did go out, I wasn't taking the piss and turning up to training pissed and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's there's a way of going about it, and we got on well.
What do you think of the new takeover at Stockport? Have you been following it at all?
I've followed it briefly. I think it's a good thing. You've got for so many years there've been financial problems at Stockport, and along with so many of the lower league clubs. So for someone to come in, and I think it's a bit more stability, and it's a bit of a weight off the managers, the staff, the players' shoulders as well. Because as a player, if your club is struggling financially, you're thinking, am I going to get paid this week? Yeah. Am I going to get paid?
You ain't struggling with him, are you? He's got some serious.
Well, it affects your
the guy who's taken over.
Yeah. It's meant to. Yeah, it's meant to be. It's not. I think it's about £5 behind you.
Probably.
But when you're worrying like that, it affects your playing. It affects your game. It affects everything. Because you're thinking, what if we don't get paid? I'm not going to pay my mortgage and this, that, and the other. And it affects you on the pitch. And I've been through spells like that at football. At Stockport, when I was there, we weren't getting paid. And the PFA paid us a couple of times, and that was the season we got promoted.
It's got to affect you.
And look at Berry. Yeah. It shows just how much team spirit, how together teams can be and players can be and staff. Because I don't know how long Berry weren't getting paid for, and they went up.
It's about 5 months altogether.
It was so easy. It was so easy to just think, fuck it, we're not getting paid. I'm not turning up for you.
I think we spoke before, but that then goes to your own personal pride, doesn't it? And like your professionalism and thinking, well,
you still want to win, don't you?
You still want to win. You still and as well, there's a little bit of a selfishness as well that you want to do well on the pitch because if you're not, because you want to get a move.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I obviously I've watched a couple of the few of the podcasts and I was watching Nicky Adams, and it just makes you realise just how bad it was there, and you know, players not getting paid, getting lied to and stuff. I saw Nicky probably a couple of months ago. It was just before Christmas, and I was doing a job in town in St Anne's Square, and I saw this fucking chav walking past me with a pair of fucking Balenciagas on or something like that, ripped jeans and some fucking bright, colourful top, like he was going to fucking I don't even know, like he was going to Pride or something like that. It's fucking Nicky Adams. Hey mate, where are you off to? I'm just going to court. Fucking dressed like that. He was having I think something with the kids and stuff. Yeah, they won't mind me saying, like, but he's just like, he's a funny character.
Might be in the fashion police.
I just said, are you going like that? Are you getting changed first? He said, dickhead, fucking fashion, this, fashion. I said, who for?
He's brilliant.
He's different. I played with him at Rochdale, was with him.
All right,
and he's just a character. He thinks fair play for one of the ugliest guys I've ever met. He thinks he's good looking, and he represents it as well. He's a good lad.
He is a good player as well.
Very good player.
He's had a brilliant career.
He's had a great career, yeah. He's had a great
career.
He
scored a thingy, didn't he? Who did he
Derby.
play?
Scored a Derby, yeah. Saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Did he lose 4-3 or something like that?
4-2, was it?
Was it 4-2?
4-2, yeah. But do you know what? Fair play to him. He got Rooney's shirt. Everyone knew that, didn't they?
That's right, yeah.
Fair play.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Got Waz's shirt.
Good lad. So, yeah, right.
Yeah, that brings me on to this one. Money aside, speaking about money in Stockport County, money aside, do you wish you stayed there for longer?
That
was from Paulie Wank.
In a way, yeah, because
What?
That sounds like another made-up name.
Fucking shit names.
in a way, I do wish I would have stayed there for another year. When I went to Derby, Paul Jules said I'm going back out on loan. I initially wanted to go back to Stockport on loan in League One, but he just said to me, "I don't want you to go back there." I know a lot of players have gone back on loan to the club and it's not worked out for them. There's a lot of expectation on your shoulders. But I do kind of wish that I would have probably stayed another year. But then in the other aspects, fuck me.
Can't turn down that kind of money though.
It's
Can
not
you,
even
that
just
move?
it's not even just the money. I've gone to a team in the Championship that have just been relegated from the Prem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Derby County was a massive club.
Yeah.
So I don't regret going, but it would have been nice to have another season in League
To be
One
able
with
to do it,
Stockport.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I suppose you can only look back and say that because it didn't work out as well as you wanted at
Yeah, of
Derby.
course,
If you'd have
of
gone to
course.
Derby and you would have been flying, then you
But
would
I
have
had that
made the right
experience
move.
in League One with Huddersfield and did well, scored goals there, and then I got my chance in the Championship with Blackpool, did well, scored goals there. Went to Leeds, had a stinker. Just went obviously in Amsterdam. I was in Red Light District at Mrs. in a bar, and all these Leeds fans are in there. We're chatting to him. He's like, "You look familiar. You play football?" He's like, "Yeah, I kicked the ball around a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of Wembley, but scored there." So he's like, I said, "What's your name?" So Liam went, "Dickinson." I was like, "Yeah." That next minute, 7 lads are jumping all over me. Massive Leeds fans, all pissed as a fart.
That's class.
Getting me Jaeger bombs. So they were like, "What happened at Leeds?" I was like, "Oh mate, I was shite." He's like, "Yeah, you were, weren't you?"
No, really, they all agreed.
But I was there with fucking top players as well.
Yeah.
I was there with Luciano Becchio, Johnny Howson, Beckford, Snodgrass, Delph, and these are all like young players coming through. And obviously Beckford got his move to Everton, and
Yeah.
they all went all over.
Delph at Man City.
Delph,
Well,
Del went to
Everton
Man
now.
City, went to Villa, and it just like I struggled to get him at first. So he had that many good players, and I weren't performing. So they was just jumping over me, killing me. But other than the Derby experience there, Leeds, I did well at the other clubs I was at. I
Yeah.
enjoyed myself.
I think that's one good thing about obviously having a good career. When you do finally finish, you get moments like that which other people never have.
Yeah.
Where you got fans and people,
Yeah.
like, especially if you've done well at a club, you go back to that club and the fans remember you, like some of your goals or your performances, and it's that you get that obviously adulation again. So
Yeah.
that
My missus
must
hates
be
it.
good.
She hates it. It's like just not even just for the football side, just because I know every fucker in the dog in Manchester.
Yeah.
She said, sometimes I just want to be ugly in Asda, and you always know someone. We went to Amsterdam. As soon as I got into Amsterdam, into my hotel, I got a tap on the shoulder. "Yes, Dicko." It's one of the lads who's a DJ in Manchester. She's like, "For fuck's sake, I can't go anywhere." So, but I love it, mate. Especially with the fans and stuff, it's great. I have a photo, of course you can. He's like, "Oh, you've made his day." I was like, "You made mine. You got the Jaeger bombs in."
That's better than
He's dear over here.
it's better than my missus.
That's that spliff.
I got her to drop a car off at my mate's garage, and she texted me saying, "Fucking hell, cheers, Gaz. Cheers for letting me know that you've got another fit mate. I've just turned up with no makeup on." I was like, "Yeah, cheers, love." At least it's better than that.
working
innit?
in a
Did she
garage.
stay while he was fixing?
I don't work in a garage.
Did she stay there while he fixed it?
She's still there now. Oh, it's an overnight stay. So you mentioned Blackpool there. So tell us about when Blackpool went to Newcastle on a Christmas do.
So,
Why did they go Blackpool for the Christmas do?
Blackpool went to Newcastle.
Yeah, why did Blackpool go Blackpool?
Because it's not very nice.
Do you know what? Blackpool's one of the best nights out you can ever have. But I suppose if you play for Blackpool,
only if you wear fancy dress.
you want to get out.
Yeah, you can't go wearing any nice clothes.
Oh, John's all right then.
Yeah, go in capo, can't you? It's fine in capo.
Kenwood trackies.
So yes, we had a game and we went straight up to Newcastle for the Christmas do, and it was out all day on a Saturday. No, sorry, Saturday night out on a smash. And Sunday, like you know yourself, most football Christmas do's is fancy dress. Wake up rough, bang, fancy dress. So I've gone as a McDonald's milkshake. Big milkshake outfit, with a big straw out my neck. Chocolate, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, so we were in Ant and Deck's bar. And you know when you've got like the high tables and the stools and stuff, so couple of these tables next to each other.
What's Anton Deck's bar? What?
I think they owned the bar.
They owned the bar,
yeah,
did they? What was it called? Can you remember?
Decadence.
Decadent.
Decadence.
Yeah, so we're in this bar, getting on a smash, getting pissed. So this guy walks over, bearing in mind Blackpool were obviously in the Championship at the time, so Newcastle. So this guy walks over and tips the table up and starts going, Tsunami! Fucking drinks go everywhere, all over us. So
Big guy. Did he?
bit of a big guy, yeah. So our goalkeeper was on loan at the time, Graham Stacks. Have you ever heard of Graham Stacks?
Stacko?
No, Stacksy. So he'd been at Arsenal and stuff, and it's fucking lunatic, mate. Top guy, lunatic.
Most goalkeepers are, though, aren't they?
They're all weirdos, aren't they?
Yeah.
So he's dressed as Amy Winehouse. He's got fishnets, a black wig, fishnet stockings, little dress, kitten heels on the lot. He just gets up, looks at his guy, nuts him, throws his hair out back out of his face, and sits back down. Next minute, this lad's on floor, gets up, all his mates come over, everyone's scrapping. Police turn up, so we backdoor it.
Big
Got to the bottom,
Milkshake
running down road.
Amy Winehouse.
Got to the bottom of the road, police van opened up, handcuffs, Spider-Man gets thrown in the back. Who was it? No, Marlon Brooms.
Yeah.
Marlon dressed as a Mexican, big sombrero, trying to get his sombrero in the back of this riot van. Mario got thrown in, but Luigi fucked off. It was unreal. It was the weirdest
You can't
thing.
leave him, can he?
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, and we're just running down the road like this, like a penguin in my milkshake outfit. Oh, it was brilliant.
Oh, did lads get into trouble or not?
I think just get a bit of a warning. We fuck knows. We went home, got dressed, got our normal clothes on, and went back out.
Yeah.
And it was in. We went to some club after it. It was about 7 football teams in here. It was just a cockfest in Newcastle. It was just full of football teams. And I was sat there steaming. I was talking to Chris Uwalumu. I couldn't register how this black guy had a Scottish accent. I was thinking, what? I can't understand this. What's going on here? But I couldn't get. I was trying to talk to him. I couldn't get in it. His chest is that big.
Is it?
It was like that. It was like a pigeon. It was the biggest. I was having laughing. I took his hat off him, and he just looked at me like that. I went, "There you go."
I'm sorry.
But yeah, it was a very strange
Ever been
trip.
in
that.
Bijou? Did you know Bijou?
It was,
In Manchester?
I think that opened after I'd been. That was the last time I'd been to Newcastle.
We went on a
Newcastle.
stag do to Newcastle, and Danny Simpson was in there when he was at Newcastle. Simo, yeah. And he sat there on his table with his with all his boys, like entourage and that. And one of our lads pissed out his head, ran over, dunked his head in his ice bucket. Dunked his head in his ice bucket. I think the guy jumped up, pushed him away, straight out the door, and we were like, right.
Mad, I never ice bucket stories. Gary Roberts, who was at Huddersfield with.
Is he the lad at Chester now?
No, we had this one last time, I think.
Oh, is it another Gary Roberts?
Yeah. Different one. Better one. Pissed up on a night out, sending the physio pictures of his pants off and his feet in ice buckets because he was meant to be injured. He said, don't worry, I've got it covered. Grey goose round his ankle. I thought, fucking, that's up here, mate. Simo's a character though. I went to... after Wembley, I'm not sure I've not mentioned this.
Have you played at Wembley?
Yeah, just the once, yeah. I've had 2 playoff finals, 2 goals and 2 wins, yeah.
I never mentioned that. Why have you not mentioned that before?
No one's asked about it. I don't really like to talk about it.
Right, okay. What's that Wembley
to
tattoo on your arm there?
So we went to, after the game, we went to back to the hotel, celebrating with the friends and family and stuff. And the next day, the coach of all our girlfriends and all that took them home, and we got back on the team coach. Back to the training ground at Stockport, got our cars, went home, packed my case because it was David Poole's.
Pooler.
Yeah, him, yeah. It was David Poole's stag do in Magaluf. But we got told, we were meant to go a day after the final, but we got told off Gannon, win or lose, we've got to do an open top bus tour around Stockport. So that's going to be mint. And it got beat.
Imagine losing and then doing it.
Got beat on the top of the fucking number 8. Oh. So...
Did you win? Is it that time you won or you lost?
Yeah, just scraped through, yeah.
How'd you get on? Did you score?
3-2, scored the winner.
All right.
So we went back to the town hall, open top bus tour, partying some dive in Stockport.
I was going to say in Stockport.
Some pub in Cobden's. All lads with attractions on winners' medal. I've got some bird like, yeah, you go, foot's off. Just come back about 3 hours later. Here's your medal back. Forgot about that.
Oh, really? Imagine that. Imagine
Straight back
losing.
to Rains's. Because I left my car there. Got my case. Got a taxi. And me, Luca Haven.
Yeah.
Me, Gianluca, Charlie Ennis, Paul Ennis, Michael Rose, Andy Pilkington, all got a taxi to the airport, flew out the next day. When we landed over there, it was like to Pooley. Jason Taylor, J-Boat, was like, can't get a taxi. We can't get a flight over, mate. And Pooley's like, oh, what? It's like, mate, we've tried, there's no flights available. It's like, oh, I'm gutted, lads, but no, thanks for trying, but I wish you would have here. It's not going to be the same without you. So we're like, oh, where are you anyway? Oh, we're all rough as fuck outside this bar. So we got to the hotel, threw our cases in, walked round the corner, all about 7 of us. People was like, fuck off. I went straight to the bar, got about 25 tequilas. Everyone was like that. Oh.
All the lads were there,
Yeah, all his mates were there, all rough as fuck. So we went round to, what's that place where they've got the fucking bull? Is it?
BCM Squares?
Mambo's, innit?
Mambo's, that little near the beat, that ramp what you see
That's
in
the
between
best
us.
bit to go at.
So we're
In
there
Magaluf,
all day. So we're there all day. Simo's there. He's steaming. He's got this, not them dreadlock wigs you can buy. He's got one of them on, sunglasses and some shorts. Then we're playing football on the beach against some randomers. I thought, that's Dennis Simpson. Do you want a game? He's like, yeah. He's smashing people, diving in 2-footing people, thinking he's going to get his legs broke or levered in a minute. He's just a nutter.
Who's this?
Danny Simpson.
All right.
So he's just, I'm just thinking, every time I've seen him, he's been quite like mellow and that. Nah, mate,
Had a beer?
Had a beer, slide tackling people, climbing under chairs, doing the worm under chairs, and just pulling people's chairs from underneath them. Just absolute nuts he was.
I hate people like that.
Oh yeah, Jordan.
Or just people that just pour drinks all over themselves.
Yeah. Why did you go to a club on Saturday night?
Too wet.
Or was it Storm Sierra? Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, won't let me in.
Storm Carlsberg.
Won't let me in.
Go on, tell us why then.
No, we went to.
Are you allowed
to get
to
one of these sausage rolls? Jordan's.
Get them down.
Ah,
mate.
I'll have a bite.
Says it.
I've already had one. I'm on a diet.
When do you start it?
Fucking hell, man. Oh, we're having after on camera.
Lovely.
No one gets the full lot.
Slimming, going for a run tonight.
So, sorry.
Don't worry
A
about
sausage
it.
roll.
All the
I
lads.
can see you. Look at him. Set one.
Come on, look at him.
Go on.
Go on then.
Looks like a sausage roll. Leave that off for me. So, all the lads wanted to go to a nightclub.
Well, they didn't. It was like, do we go out or do we go back to an house party?
Right.
No, a bit strapped for cash at the minute.
You really didn't want to go to a nightclub.
Not really,
He's
no.
not scoring enough goals.
Well, it wasn't the plan anyway, but a few people had mentioned it, and I thought, right, I'll just put a stop to it anyway. So the only way you're not going to get in is if you can't get in. You can't go with them if you're not going to get in.
So what do you do?
Just tip to Carlsberg on the edge.
So that's Jordan's thinking. I'd go. I don't want to go, lads.
We'll upload the video.
Yeah. So Jordan don't want to go. Just starts pouring pints.
I'd
on
have
his
said,
head.
you know what? If you just want to go, you go. But
Yeah. I'm not going.
It
I'm
wasn't.
alright.
It was probably going to happen anyway, but it was part of my thinking behind it.
Part of your thinking was, I'll pour a pint on my head to make sure that I can't get in.
Yeah.
Wow. Different breed. Different breed. And then you
Good
go.
night though.
Did you have an house party?
Yeah. Till about 5, 8. Oh, listen to this one.
Louis.
Yeah, Louis' house. Went back to our mate's house and.
Just so you know, that's probably why he didn't score on Tuesday.
So this wasn't this
It was a
Saturday.
couple of weeks
Saturday
ago.
after,
Oh, was
we
it a
got
couple
the
of weeks
Tuesday
ago?
night game. So I think
You
we
listening,
did,
Gaffer?
I think we did, but I scored, so it's right. Scored 2 actually, but whatever. So we went back to this house party. There's a few wrong'uns from Swinton there. So
What, the insurance company?
My end's that, mate. My end's Swinton.
yeah, so there was like a couple of wrong'uns, and next thing you know, about 4 a.m. it kicks off. Everyone's outside, scrapping or whatever.
Oh, they blew it off, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved.
Because you've got a game on Tuesday.
I'm just not. That's not me anyway. So stayed out of it. So then it gets to about after that, everything winds down. People go home because there's a bit of blood everywhere and whatever. Yeah. So I just get my head down, like in the front room, and then about 9 a.m. Louis' door gets kicked through. The lad who got battered that night has come back at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Well,
Yeah, started booting me in the front room saying, "Where's that specky bastard?" After my mate. So I'm like, woke up, me and my pal just there, like, we're like, what the? It's not me, he's upstairs.
I want him right under the bus. No, I don't know, he's gone home. First room on the right.
He's upstairs, so.
Like that Dumb and Dumber thing, like.
So I just got him out of the way. I was like, fucking get upstairs. But I knew in Louis' room about 4 other lads were sleeping there.
Yeah.
So I knew he'd be alright. But apparently the lads ran in. And it's not, when you got an hangover, it's not what you need, is
That's
it?
when you think, I want a bacon butty, not a
Hey,
levering.
fair play to the lad though. Coming into the house with a group of lads. Did he come in on his own?
Yeah.
He come back on his own?
Yeah. Apparently he lives 3 doors down. Which so Louis not told us. And he's just come through like booting me in the stomach when I'm rough at like 9 a.m. in the morning. So, and then it gets weirder. So the guy has then left Louis' house.
What happened in the bedroom?
Oh, he started, as Louis was asleep, he just ran in, busted in, started punching Louis, and then all the other lads got up and
filled him in.
I think so, yeah. But I just heard him like getting thrown down the stairs and like, "Get out, you bald bastard!" and that. So he just ran off. So then the lads, like, we all got up. We was like, "That's a bit different, isn't it?" Like, whoa, still rough here.
It's not a normal Sunday morning.
Yeah, so then we was like, "Right, should we go Mackey's?" A few of the lads went to Mackey's, and the guy was in there. The guy was in there with no money, and every time like the people who were working there put an order down, he'd run over and try and nick it. Yeah. So these like the people at Mackey's were like to my mates, "Do you know him?" And he was like, "No, definitely. We ain't with us, not at all." He said he's been here for the last hour, which is when he left the house, trying to nick people's food and tell us he's got orders when he hasn't. And that is just a day in Swinton.
It is, I can vouch for that.
Wow.
I can vouch for that.
That is a bit weird, isn't it?
So, all the time, I'm still piss wet through from that.
I'm glad I stayed at home now. I'm glad I didn't go.
Mate, it was nuts.
Right, if you had to pick your top 3 players that you've played with, if you had to pick them for a night out, who would be your top 3?
Team for night out?
Yeah, but your top 3.
Top 3 for a night out.
And why? I've added that in myself.
I'd probably go for...
That's from Gaz Seddon.
Gaz Seddon on Twitter. Thank you.
It's a tough one, this.
Come on, mate, we're live.
Sorry, mate. I'd go for Kieran Trippier.
Kieran Trippier?
Yeah, because he could swill.
Really?
Yeah, and he'd always guarantee if you need a Marlboro, he was there with you. He's there with a Marlboro waiting for you.
He's an absolute athlete
Oh,
as
mate,
well, isn't
he was an absolute
boy,
chain smoker, but now he plays for Atletico Madrid.
He's classy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he was a good party animal.
Did you ever meet his dad?
Yeah, met his dad, his brothers.
I've tried getting his dad on here because I think it'd be funny.
I think it would be funny. His dad, his brothers.
Mr. Trippier.
I'd go for Adam Proudlock.
Yeah.
Another absolute cannon. He can just drink and go on 4-day benders. I don't know if he does anymore because I don't think his liver can take it.
You've got a story about him, haven't you?
I've got a story about him, yeah.
Let
me pick one more first.
Right, go on. So we've got Trips, Proudlock.
And I'd go for, again, just another drinker. I love drinking, mates. Roy Carroll, Irish.
Go on, Roy.
I know Roy.
Irish.
Odd guy, weren't it?
He was
odd, loose cannon.
No, do you know what? It was good to go out with him, but then probably like an hour or two before the end of the night, you'd just leave because he was always going to get into a fight.
Yeah. I heard he was a tough lad.
Yeah.
Real tough lad.
Tough guy.
Wigan with him, yeah, he's a big guy, yeah.
They all are, these goalkeepers, aren't they? They're all
lunatics.
Dead hard, weirdos.
So he just turned weird at the end of the night?
Yeah, at the end of the night. But like I say, Stephen Bywater, remember Stephen Bywater, the goalkeeper as well? He was top guy, but weird. I roomed with him in Holland. Went to pre-season tour to Holland with Derby. I didn't really know him that well, and just signed for him going away. I'm like, right, okay. So we got in this hotel room, been out for training and stuff, and he coming in earlier than us, doing a little bit extra. And I've walked in this this hotel room, and he sat. So you've got a bed, the door over there. You've got a bed and a bed, the TV on the wall. He sat on the floor at the end of the bed, just tossing one off. Just sat there, tossing one off, and I've walked in and gone, oh, and he's looked at me and gone, all right, Dicko, I just carried on.
No.
Do you want me to? I'll come back. It's all right. Sit yourself down. Goalkeepers are weirdos, mate.
He didn't still have his glove on,
He
did
looked at me. No, he
Finger saves.
naked with his socks on still. Just looked at me and carried on. Eye contact and everything. I was like, wow, this is different.
That is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, Adam Proudlock. He was at Stockport with him, and he had so much ability. He was class. He loved to drink.
Didn't Linny mention him?
Sure, Linny mentioned like
Linny mentioned him. He was at Grimsby with Linny. He was in the pisshead car school, and mentioned something about having his shit. So I thought, I've got one of them stories. So Gannon took us away to Ireland midweek. I think it was a cup game at the weekend. We were out, been knocked out. So we had a free weekend. So on the Tuesday, we'd gone over to Cork. Have you been to Cork?
This is one of the reasons why I love football as well. Just a random team
team
trip
trips
in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Right, we've no game this weekend. We're going Ireland on
Exactly.
Tuesday.
We went to Cork. Have you ever been to Cork?
No.
Holy shit! It's a lovely place, but there's like nothing to do.
Yeah.
So we got it's called the Dart, they call it over there. The train, don't they, over to Dublin. But so we got told we're going on this trip. So Gavin had gone over early with his missus, who was pregnant at the time. So we flew over the day before to see his family. So we all met at Manchester Airport like 7 a.m. All the lads on the Magners, a couple of bottles of Magners each or something like that. But obviously, some people don't know when to stop. Me, Adam Proudlock. So I'm on the plane, knocking these beers back, cans of Stella. I'm the Nelson Mandela there, knocking them back. And they've got Peter Wardy was the assistant manager at the time behind us. And I'm like, oi, Wardy, down in this beer and just crushing it on my head on a Jet 2 flight or something.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah, on a Tuesday on Jet 2 flight. So we've got over there and got to this hotel. It's like a golf course. So everyone's got in checked in, and me and Proud like, fuck that. Threw our bags in the foyer, straight to the bar, just swilling Guinness, shots, everything. I'm putting my drinks on Gannon's room. So some lads have come down and started joining us, smashing drinks. So the day got blurry. I don't remember what time I went to bed. I got up the next day and Gannon called a meeting. I'm fucking going mad. Who's been fucking putting drinks on my room? I just up went, sorry, Gaffer. I think that was me. I'll pay it. Then Ben Cooper.
I'll pay it.
Ben Cooper.
What did he say?
We weren't happy. We weren't asked. As long as it was getting paid. So I got the rooms mixed up. Sorry, Gaffer. It was on like different floor and everything. Then Ben Cooper. I said, and what dirty bastard has had a shit in my kettle? Proudy had got in Ben Cooper's room with Michael Rose. Joe just tipped his room upside down, like put everything in the room was upside down. The TV was upside down. The bed was upside down. Rosie had a piss in the kettle. Proudy thought, no, that's not enough. So he had a shit in the kettle, put it back on, and flicked the switch on. This room stunk. The shitty water was bubbling out of the kettle. He went mad. I was thinking, what makes you have a shit in a kettle? What goes through your mind to just to snap one off in a kettle? Horrible guy, but such a funny guy.
That is.
But we didn't even play like it. He just played the lads who hadn't been playing. We played against Cork or something like that over there on the Wednesday, and then we were allowed out Wednesday night in Dublin.
You were allowed
so we
out.
were allowed out. Yeah, so we had to get the dart.
Did you go to Dublin from there?
Yeah, we had to get the dart, and it was just Temple Bar on a Wednesday, dead. So we had just people like Jason Taylor just steaming, like slide tackling tramps on the street. That's what he did when he was drunk. He used to go, watch this, I've got him, he's got the ball there, just run over and slide tackle him, 2-foot him.
Oh, it's tight that.
I had weird mates that did that though. No, Grant Spencer.
Yeah.
He's one of the funniest but the ugliest creatures
He's
known
ugly.
to man. He's just had a kid, hasn't he? He is.
When he was at Rami,
Mate, he could scare a police horse.
Oh, he's vile, but he's a top lad. I love him to bits, but God, he's ugly.
when he played Is that the one who played with us at Ramis?
Yeah, the little ginger.
Scott's
So
brother.
whenever we had a new lad come into the changing room, John and Bernard go, right, first things first, Spenno, show me dick. Because he'd get it out. And it
was like a like an acorn, a witch he grew up. I don't know why he's filled a pram with it. But we used to go out with them, him, Scott and Grant all the time.
A witch
And
he grew up.
They'd just run over cars and stuff. Watch this.
Yeah.
And just run over cars like Audi TTs in town. What you doing? It's a nice car. Don't do that. Grant, watch this. And just snap the TT windscreen wiper off. We walked around the corner. We were going to Suede this one night. And he's ran over and he's slide tackled this tramp. And everyone's laughed and went, watch this, I'll do it again. And he's gone to slide tackle and missed him. The tramp jumped up and just banged him. So Scott's run over to try to fucking help his brother. And this tramp's like, come on then. And Grant went, you know, mate, don't want any trouble.
Don't need trouble.
Just two footage, but just weird things like that. Jason Taylor used to do it all the time, slide tackling people in clubs. So all he did with Jaber was weird because he was this big ginger guy with looked like Skeletor with ginger hair, and on nights out, everyone's like on the Grey Goose and whatever. He only drank Blue Wickeds.
Oh God!
So he's just got this big blue mouth all night, big blue tongue, just slide tackling people in clubs. What are you doing? Just have a nice night, talk to people. Some weirdos, mate.
Big blue mouth on him.
Do you know what? Spedo was brilliant, weren't he?
They had the both of them together. They just bounce off each other.
Yeah, so I don't know Scott as much. I only really met
Spenno wanted to come on here.
Did I?
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. You'll get some stories off both of them. Get them both at the same time.
Yeah,
Let them bounce off each other.
He is funny, but yeah, it was just weird.
I've had some right, some nights with them. Some naughty nights.
Right, hang on. This one, how have you not got a life ban? Because someone else.
Well, we're talking about getting willies out here. Like,
Yeah,
are you going on to the Newcastle fan?
yeah. I want to know the Newcastle fan, but you also ran over to a coach when you scored and pulled your kecks down one time.
Yeah.
What was that? Why was that?
What, on a live game?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. Like as though it's the norm.
So
Yeah. Pull me kecks down, in
so
front of the manager.
it was Peter Wall, the assistant at Stockport, and you know, like you might not have, but we did. Do you know them like novelty boxers everyone used to wear, like snakes and ladders on and stuff from Top Man?
Yeah.
I used to wear all them. I used to get all that. And I used to, what the fuck are them, Dicko? All lads, me, Rainsy, all that. We all used to wear them. Snakes and ladders and roulette machines and roulette wheels and stuff on your shitty little boxes. So we used to say to Wardy, because he'd travel in from like Sheffield way or whatever. 40-minute drive, and when he got to the ground and got changed into his trackie and that, he'd have fucking shit marks all in his white undies, but like not even boxers, like slips. He had underpants, Y fronts he wore there, but then he'd take them off and go, "Oh, Dicko, some scruffy gets wipe their ass in me boxers." But you must have just had a shower. Wipe your ass. So I said, so I bought these novelty boxers. But I thought they were boxers, but they were underpants. So I'm not going to wear them. So got you these. He's like, oh, fucking brilliant, I'll wear these. I went, if I score, them shorts are coming down. You're like, right, then okay, no problem. You won't fucking score. Scored 21 that season, mate. So obviously scored right over to him, and I whipped his pants down.
Oh, you whipped his pants down?
I whipped his pants down. Whipped his went celebrate. Give me the high five, and I just whipped his shorts down. Saw these naughty novelty undies.
I thought you whipped your own shorts down.
No, I whipped his down.
Right.
Whipped me coach. Kecked me coach.
Brilliant.
So he's, but it was a family fun day there as well. So there was loads of kids.
Oh no!
But it got laughed off. It wasn't too serious.
No, at least you
Just depends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think about
do
that
that now.
Newcastle fan?
Which one?
Have you not seen the Newcastle
seen it,
fan?
no.
They scored in extra time, like the winner in the FA Cup. And the Newcastle fan,
It-
he's
it-
like walking
it
down
pans
to get
to
a
the
brew.
stadium. Pans to the stadium like everyone's celebrating, and he's there at the top of the steps, takes his pants down,
Doing
the windmill.
Windmill, helicopter.
Did it?
If he's big enough to do that, then fair play.
It weren't.
It weren't.
It was a Grant
Was
Spencer.
it a small propeller, like the back of the plane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What goes through his head?
Do you know what?
thinking that?
I just think like the Salford and Oldham game, like some guys running on trying to do cartwheels and stuff naked, and I'm thinking, there's kids at that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's all fun and jokes.
You might have an inside
maybe
banter
running
there.
on the pitch or whatever, but there's children at that stadium, and you're on the register now because you know what I mean.
Yeah,
is that what it is now on the register?
Get done for it, like you.
I just don't know what goes through
indecent
people's
exposure.
minds.
So you're on it's like a register. You get fucked for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
We went to Salzburg with FC United, and them fans are fucking nuts. Them FC United fans. So on the train on the plane on the way back, they're all fucking on smash. This one lad needs a piss. Well, there's loads in there. Just walks to the back of the plane. Sorry, starts pissing all over the back of the plane. Turns around all over the air hostess's legs. So obviously they reported it to the police, and when we landed, we had to wait, and the police arrested him. Indecent exposure. What goes through your mind?
Yeah.
Get it, especially if you got a little carrot like that as well, and you're fucking swinging it around at a game.
That is terrible. Anyway, right, we've probably covered this, but best manager you've ever played for?
Probably for me personally.
That is from J. Petit.
That's these names are made up, aren't
It's
they?
got to be, hasn't it?
It's French, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Je Petit.
J. Petit.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Liam.
Petit's small, isn't it?
Like Grant's cock.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'd probably say for me personally Jim Gannon, because we had the best relationship with him and I had the most success with him. But I've played with other good managers. Paul Sturrock when I was at Southend. Enjoyed my time there and worked well under him. And enjoyed. I'd probably say Gannon, but Sturrock's close behind.
Who put you in net?
Who was it? Was it Bradford Park Avenue? I think.
PPA.
It was at BPA, and one of the lads, I can't remember his name, Scouse lad, didn't turn up. Said, "Oh, he's ill or something." It's like, right, we've got no keeper. We've got Boston away. Travelled to Boston. I'm thinking, fucking hell.
Oh, so you started
in net, mate. Started in net.
That's
so
like
we had,
when you're at school, you play biggest.
So I've got this big grey jersey on, baggy as fuck, and I'm thinking, what the? Why the goalkeeper's wear these big, like massive? So I've got me some gloves and stuff. So I've got one of the subs to warm me up.
Yeah, booting them into you.
He's booting into me. I'm saving them with my feet. That's shit, you know. I'm saving them with my feet. So I'm thinking, I need to get me down to with my hands here. I need to try and get down here. So I started the game there, and they had a long throw, and they had PG Arney, who's at Salford. PG was playing. I always have good battles with him. Big, strong lad, good in the air. So they had the long throw. So he had a throw in, and he zinged the ball in, and I've come out and I've just punched this ball. I thought, fuck, this is me. That's easy. I've got this. Next throw in, come in. Went to punch it, missed it. They scored.
Oh no!
I got into the rhythm. I was enjoying myself. I was screaming at the defenders, "Get in shape, give it me." I was proper in goalkeeper mode. Got beat 3-1, but I enjoyed it. Taking goal kicks, just curly toeing it, zinging it out that way, but just whipping it over there somewhere.
That's one position I just hate to play.
Yeah.
Pulled off a good few saves, to be honest.
It's harder than it looks, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, have you ever joined in a goalkeeper session where they're up, down, like diving up, back? Horrendous.
It is.
I don't mean that. I just mean
bruising all down your hips and
when you play in training and you think, right, he's gonna have a shot here. I'll save this. It goes a lot quicker than you think. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's not a great position, to be honest, is it?
No,
it's not for me anyway. Well, I thought I'd give it a go. Try anything twice.
Well done. What about? Have you seen the clip of the Sheffield United fans getting into the Sheffield Wednesday?
No, into the club.
So they broke into the stadium. Sheffield United fans broke into the stadium, filmed themselves like, "We're United," gone to the centre circle of the pitch, curled one out, and filmed themselves doing
it. Was
I can't. It must have been proud like that. Can't fault them.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
My little brother's plays for Sheffield United, so I can't fault him. I've got to big that one up. Well, he's just got a Bolton, and he's at Bolton now on loan.
Has he gone to Bolton on loan?
Bolton on loan, yeah. With Illy. I hope he does better for Illy than I did.
Yeah.
Surprised you got him.
Just don't tell you my brother.
I'm going to say different last names, innit?
Yeah, different last name is safe. Yeah. That's just mad. That. First of all, how'd you break into a ground?
How'd you break into?
How'd you get into a football stadium?
They've obviously gone round the back and climbed over, or
it's not like a fucking back garden.
And having his shit on semicircle.
I filmed it.
Yeah, but you're not going to not film it if you've done it. You want proof. It needs to be proof. Anyone can say, there's shit on there. Prove it. There you go.
I don't mind doing that though, but they've got the faces on it.
Oh, have they? Yeah. That's just a schoolboy error, isn't it?
Laughing.
That's just a schoolboy error.
Yeah, you're going to get done, aren't you?
Yeah, but they're thick, aren't they?
Unbelievable. Right. I know who mine. Tightest player you've ever played with.
Ooh.
Someone who, one of them lads who just will not get a drink. Never buy.
Oh, I'm trying to think here.
Who's yours, Jord? Can you think of anyone?
Can't think from Salford days or anything if there was anyone. I don't think there was in that team, was there?
Weren't too bad, but I'm trying to think. When you're in a round.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Hale and Pace one?
No.
Have you not seen it?
No.
Well, so Hale and Pace did like a little sitcom shoot of, I think it's called rounderitis or something like that. So
Right.
when it's your round,
Yeah.
your mate makes
You
up
get
an
off,
extra,
yeah.
and there's stuff where he hides it in
Fine,
toilet
sorry.
for like a day. He won't come out, fakes an heart attack when he's round.
I
It's
don't
brilliant.
know football-wise, but Louis' brother Liam, our mutual friend's brother Liam, he's tighter than a submarine's door. I swear, I shit you not, he's got rounderitis. So we'll get around and he'll buy. We'll go last, and if you might get one round in, and then when it goes back round to everyone doing it again, he does a dog in the fog and just fucking backdoors it.
Yeah.
Phones attached, go in the toilet, and then just doesn't turn up. It's tighter than a duck's ass. I can't think of anyone that I've played with football wise
No.
that tight.
Our captain
in a changing room though, it's not often you'll get someone like that because he'll soon get sounded out, won't he? If he weren't joining in and he weren't buying the rounds. I don't think you get it as much in football.
I've heard a couple of stories from a certain of a certain player who's meant to be tighter than Cramp.
Oh really?
Nicky Josie.
Yeah, he's from Brammy.
Yeah. So
Is he from there?
so
Edenfield.
apparently he's one of the tightest men ever to put on a football shirt. Do you know Josh Thompson? Big Josh was at Stockport, Celtic, Peterborough.
Where's he at now?
Centre half. I think he's at like Atherton.
Oh right, okay,
Something
not
like
what
that.
I'm
Coles.
thinking of.
But I think he said at one time he because he was at Peterborough together, just like do a car share or something like that, and he had no. Something would happen and Nicky borrowed him 20 quid or something like that. Bear in mind, he's on about £3 a week. Borrowed him 20 quid.
Borrowed him 20 quid.
Oh, he didn't have his card. You got his cash,
Oh,
20
right,
quid.
okay.
So Josh is driving back down to Peterborough and he stops at the petrol station. He's gone inside and stuff. Apparently Nicky's gone into ashtray bit, took about 6 quid out. He had change. He went, "Oh, you just owe me 14 quid now."
No way.
I swear to God, that's what Josh said. I just took this, and you just owe me 14 quid now.
Because you
He went, "Mate, just get your 20 quid out of the bank. It's all right. It's not a problem."
I just didn't have the cash.
Fucking hell, mate.
That's bad, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our captain, Malty, he says he's not tight, but I'm sure he is because he gets the kitty every year for Dublin. And it's like you get one drink each. And then he's like, right, that's all, it's fucking all gone that now.
I used to love them kitties, mate.
Yeah, then he
I
shows
love
you
the
his
kitty
bank.
because you never put the change in the kitty.
No.
You always put the change in your pocket
Yeah,
and you just
yep.
keep the notes. So you end up about 30 quid up putting 10s and 50s.
Yeah, but
and
that's
stuff.
happy
We
days.
went to
That gets you
Vegas with the
breakfast.
kitty. We went to Vegas.
Thing is, if you're the one in charge of the kitty, it's a nightmare
Yeah.
because you have to go to the bar, you're waiting all the time. You should keep the
Yeah.
change.
Should you?
Yeah,
Should
should
you
that-
get
yeah.
paid for
So
it?
your pocket
Yeah.
is a kitty pocket and your benefits
Change
from the
pocket,
kitty.
You
yeah,
don't
exactly,
keep the
yeah.
change. He just fucking lies about when it's gone, but it's not. He's
Oh,
still got
does
5
it?
tons.
We had a decent kitty at Brighton, and we were meant to be going to Magaluf at the end of the season, and everyone just flakes and didn't go. So Nicky Forster,
Yeah.
Foz was in charge of the kitty, and we had about $2,500. He's like, right, well, what we doing with it? Like, well, 7 of us, like, me, Gary Dicko, Jim McNulty, Craig Davis.
Craig Davis.
Craig
Check it
Davis.
out.
So Elliot Bennett and Alan Navarro. So we were all going to Vegas. So we're like, well, fuck it. Well, this is our end of season do then. So we'll have the kitty. So Fozzie went, right, well, what we'll do is we'll have a night out and whatever's left over from the kitty, you can take to Vegas with you. Fucking 1,400 quid left over. Boom, that'll do us. So we took that, changed that into euros.
What,
to
got
dollars.
5 of them?
Changed it into euros and couldn't spend it. We changed it into dollars over there and fucking spent it in.
I'd be sticking all that on red or black.
No, mate.
Double it up.
On table, which we just split it up for the days, for the 4 days we were there. And just like, because obviously then it was less for us to have to pay for tables and stuff. But that place is something
I really
else,
want to go Vegas.
Have you never been?
What's your best night out? Is it Vegas?
Vegas, mate. Vegas.
Is it?
Oh, mate.
I've never ever been.
Went to a pool party in Vegas, and we sat at this like next to the pool, this table, and behind us like the cabanas behind him. We didn't have a cabana, we just had the table. But the next one to us had the table and the cabana. And there was about 7 or 8 unbelievable women in there, like stunning. Like the ugliest was probably a 9 out of 10. And with these like 2 scruffy guys, I'm thinking, look at these tramps here. What are they doing with them when they could have us?
Yeah.
Could have Liam from Salford. This guy shouted the waiter.
Camel.
Yeah. This guy shouted the waiter. He took his glasses off, his cap off. Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, I asked about the girls. I was like, got photos and everything. It's on the table next to Leonardo DiCaprio in Vegas. It was like, wow.
Some people have like told me some stories about they've booked a table because you never know who's next door, do you?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're sealed off, aren't they? And he's looked over and it was just like a massive entourage of like a load of black lads, like all like
American
well
footballers.
built. Yeah, no, it was Mike Tyson.
Was Mike Tyson?
So Mike Tyson were next door in Vegas, yeah, in this like cabana
we
thing.
went to Rehab pool party. It's just unreal. And you've got we had like we were there, and MK Dons were there as well. I think it was Jermaine Easter. It was his stag do. So there was 7 of us, 13 of them. So we just split over the 2 beds. It was like $2,000 for a bed for minimum spend. So we all just chipped in for it. And the next bed was Beatty, James Beatty. He had like a 4-poster bed, giving it the big ones with a bottle of Grey Goose about that big. Oh, birds around him and stuff. Next minute, these American footballers walked in, and all the girls just left him, bang straight into them. He was like, it's football. He's not asked about footballs over there. American footballs and basketballs. I'm 6'5". I'm just looking up at these 7-foot giants, thinking, wow, diamond chains on that thing. Because it's just a whole new world. Jimmy Bullard was there. He's just a funny human. He was. You know Jim McNulty.
I used to go to Marbella every year with Jimmy Bullard.
Yeah,
with the Bulldog. Yeah,
he was. He was there, and Jim McNulty, who played for Brighton at the time, Stockport with me. He was like, he's like a dead lean human, like 1% body fat or something like that. Not shredded, just now on him.
Bit like myself.
Yeah, probably.
I'm shredded.
I'm not. I like shreddies. So he stood there, and Jimmy Bullard stood there, right? He's got these fucking 3/4 length Adidas shorts on, with like the ties at the bottom and stuff. Bullard pulled up here, just looking at Jim McNulty going, fucking hell, that muscles. You're a fucking big lad, ain't you? I was crying my eyes out. He was just everyone who walked past him was just hammered every single
He just
day.
hammers. It's non-stop.
You can't help but laugh, can you?
He doesn't sit down and relax. He will not sit down and just listen to a conversation.
Yeah.
And he's on it all the time, just hammering people.
Hammering.
It's brilliant.
It's fucking nuts over there. It's
He's
amazing.
so funny.
He's like Robbie Savage, just hammers you, and you can't even come back because he keeps talking, and when you're about to hammer, he just walks off.
Yeah, or he'll talk over you.
Yeah,
and you can't
get and everyone's laughing at you.
Yeah, you just can't get out. He's brilliant. Well, it showed on when he went on I'm a Celebrity, didn't he?
Yeah,
he hammered that guy, and everyone went, "Oh my god, that's well bad."
Yeah.
But that's every day in a changing room. That is what it's like in a changing room. So I can't remember the lad's name. Quite a good-looking guy. He were on X Factor, or something, weren't he? Joe. I'll think of his name. Anyway, they were like trying to have a bit of banter with each other, and Jimmy Bullard just went over the top, like hammered him over the top.
Football banter changing room.
Yeah, to a point where people were like, "It's bullying." But you're bullying him, and it was. Jake Quickenham or something like that. And he hammered him to a point where the public voted Jimmy Bullard out, and he was like going to get done for bullying. And he was like, "Are you winding me up?"
So
like, that's banter. And everyone's like, "No, that's not banter."
That's just the difference it shows in football. You have all this banter, and like shitting in people's socks and stuff like that.
People
you can't
in
do
football,
that.
they take it to the extremes.
You can't do that in a normal job.
No.
You can't go in work in an office and just walk over to someone and fucking happy slap them.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Shit in a kettle and boil it. You can't do that. You get sacked on the spot.
But in football, you do.
It's like no holds barred at football, isn't it?
Yeah, like every day, no matter what clothes this lad used to come in at, we used to come up. So every day he'd come in like jeans or his trackies or every day ends of his socks were cut off and the bum of his pants.
Brand new.
Yeah, so he ended up just coming. He'd take his kit home. So he'd take his training kit home and travel in the day.
That is bullying.
That's bullying.
Yeah, he'd be like, lads,
bullying.
fucking, I've spent about $1,000 worth of gear and you've cut it up. And then we then started on his trainers. So we'd cut the end of his trainers off. So he'd put his foot in it, flap off the end. And we were like, it come to a point where we were like, right, come on, that's enough. But imagine doing that in any other job. If you did it once, you'd be sacked. Yeah. But this went on for about 7 months.
Exactly.
But he loved it though. He just laughed.
Before there's a night out or like a do, I always think of how we can step things up. How we can go one more.
One step further.
Yeah. Like, let's just think of scenarios now, and if it happens, just fucking go for it.
Yeah,
just go for it.
Give me an example.
Just like, I don't know, like, it could be anything, just, what are we doing? Like, I think you said it, someone asked where the toilet was, and we were all just pissing our pants in the pub in Dublin. And then, like, this young girl was, like, cleaning it up, and we was all like, she's taking the piss.
You just sat there.
Do you know what?
Is it weird? Sat there in peach pants.
Isn't it weird what you do when you're older?
Yeah.
I won't do that at home. Like the things we went to Iron Apple with.
I've never sat there and weed my pants on purpose.
Do you know?
Yeah, but the problem is because I'd done it all day. Then I got in bed and my head thought I was still doing it, so I just pissed the bed.
You were right, dead chapped as well, weren't you?
Oh God,
that's a towel cup after that. But it's like on a holiday, you do these things and you would never do them at home. I went to Iron Apple with Josh Thompson and Marcus Olness, Dean Smalley, a few of the boys, and you know when you get them things in the bars, you take penalties. If you score 3 penalties, you get a free bottle of champagne. Obviously, I got loads of champagne because I don't miss pens.
Where was this? This was in.
It was in
Zante.
No, it was in Iron Apple.
Iron Apple.
So I got
the guy
the
who
ball.
looks like Kevin Keegan.
I can't remember.
Oh,
I got the ball.
Hell, he's the best
I got
guy
the ball, and I went to the penalty, just picked the ball up, and just fucking zinged it over
the cage.
Over the cage. So he had to go out, and when he come back, I was pissing all over his penalty spot. I don't know why I did it. Just for laughs. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible the things you do, and it's like, why did I do that?
Do you know what? It's that showing off thing, innit, with your mates. Like,
it is.
I can take it to the next level.
Yeah.
I'll take it to the next level where people go, oh.
Me and Dean Smalley taking turns to punch each other in the stomach. He went. I hit him that hard. He went to the toilet and blood came out. The next day he's in bed, curled over, going, Dicko, I don't know what you've done to me. I was like, I don't know why I did it, mate. You told me to do it, so I did it. He went, yeah, no, it was just a buzz, weren't it? It's not a buzz. You're in pain now. You might have to go to hospital.
It is. It's just stupid what you're doing. It. Like, I've told the story about every day before training. We used to pick a lad out, and you'd go into change room. We used to have a boxing match. Like, we'd strip down to his undies.
Yeah.
We'd have a belt round our heads.
See, I wouldn't get involved with that.
Boxing gloves on, and you'd have to go for it. And we had a fake belt made, and we used to challenge. So we had Brody. Obviously, what's his first name? Richard Brody.
Oh yeah.
So Richard Brody was just a big goon, like he was a good lad, but. So he would fight against and we'd pick a name out of a hat, and it'd just go for a minute, and no matter if he got absolutely hammered, knocked to the floor, counted out, he would win. So then the next day he'd have to fight somebody else, but he loved it. And he'd walk in, he'd have his underpants like white undies on, belt round his head, and we'd do like a ring walk, music blaring, and he'd come in and just.
I couldn't be arsed.
Imagine doing that if you worked in Topshop.
Yeah, but every day, he literally become a professional boxer by the end of the season.
It's just
just punch drunk.
The difference, like say, between football or maybe rugby or whatever to that. To the normal life, and
Do you know what? I think that's why lads struggle to adjust.
They
when
do
they
struggle.
come out because they've lived like a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
They've never grown up, and then suddenly you finish football 1 week and you're expected to get a normal job.
It was. I suffered when I stopped playing, and it was like I just couldn't. I had no get up and go. I was laying in bed all day watching Netflix. I was probably depressed to a certain extent, and it was like training tonight, can't be asked going, and it's like it's hard.
When you went to part time,
When I went to part time, and I was at my mum's at the time, and I'm like just laying in bed all day, just eating shit, just going to sleep in the afternoon, and just I couldn't get out of that. I couldn't snap out of it because I've gone from having a routine, I think a structure and a routine to.
Was that at your mum's house?
When I moved back to Manchester, I moved back into my mum's house.
She's got a comfy settee though, hasn't she? I do like it there.
Yeah, she's a bit shady with the biscuits these days, though, isn't she? So, but it was like you say, it's that adapting. You when you're a footballer, you have that structure and that routine. You get up, you go to training, you have a banter with the lads, you have your lunch, you go home every day.
You can sometimes. You go in and then you're with the lads anyway, so then you might decide,
you're not on
let's
your
go
own.
into town.
Let's
go into town.
We'll go for
shopping.
We used to
have a game of snooker.
At
Go for
Rochdale.
lunch.
When I was at Rochdale, we had a coffee club. So after training, like once or twice a week, we'd pick a Starbucks or a Costa Coffee in town, Arndale or St Anne's or something like that, and we'd all go there. There was like 7 of us, and we'd all get our cards out, and we'd get a random person to pick the card out, and whoever's card come out had to pay for the coffees, and the coffee and the cake for everyone. So obviously every time I made someone pick, I just put my card back in my pocket, so I never got picked out. But who was it? John Louis Akpo. That's a tongue twister for you, isn't it? He got done 3 weeks in the bounce, and he stopped coming.
Did
He said it's costing me too much. I can't do it, but like just that.
It's costing me too much.
It costing me too
but you're
much.
Going Starbucks. Here we go.
But just having that routine and that structure of going out with lads when you're not playing, it's like, what do I do now? I need to get a job, and how do I go about getting a job? And it's hard to. I was all right because I come from non-league working and stuff. So I got back into it pretty much straight away, but I did go for a bit of a phase where I just had no get up and go.
Yeah. There's no one else. Everyone else is busy as well.
Yeah, no, your mates are at work. They've got normal jobs.
Yeah.
So you're all sat at home watching Netflix, pulling one off.
It is hard.
Or pulling 7. It was hard, yeah. It was hard.
My mum listens to this, so apart from pulling it off, that's what I've been doing.
Sorry, Jordan's mum.
You're not working at the minute, are you?
No, I'm trying to get a job, but I just took his advice, and I've been going to the gym like every day.
Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours, just trying to.
Not just watching other people in gym.
Yeah. 6 there in jacuzzi.
Hey! What's your favourite machine?
The vending machine.
It's so shit. I knew it was coming. Yeah, I just thought you've got to get out and do something because everyone else should fucking work.
It just depresses you. You just keep your mind busy.
Like my mate goes to work and does like drains, so he plays with shit all day, every day.
Does like penalty.
But he's happier he's happier going to work than I am at home.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because it's boring. There's nothing to do.
It's like
there's only told me a time she can swipe left on Tinder, isn't there?
You go on a building site though, and the lads have a brilliant day because it's exactly not the same as a football, but you're in and around your mates and you're laughing and joking. And
no, I tried that. Fucking worked great.
What?
I'm working on a building site.
It's not meant that. Cold and hard.
Oh, it's difficult, but everything's sound with you now.
Good, mate. Yeah, got back from Amsterdam in one piece. Got to see my kids.
Good.
Back at Baby Ballet on Saturday.
Yes.
And my little 2-year-old can't wait. Getting right involved in that. And then we go swimming. It's my dad life, innit? That's what it's all about. I'm happy. I love it.
Saturdays are different now, aren't they?
Saturdays are different. Yeah, no more pre-match and walks around hotels and
scoring at Wembley.
Yeah. No, that's a one-off, innit? That's just a one-off. That, but
still do it though, couldn't you?
Now, yeah, if it was an open net and there was no one else on the pitch. I've actually been asked to go down and play a charity game for Southend. Chris Barker, who passed away recently. Yeah, he was my captain when I was down there. Obviously took his own life, and it was to raise awareness for that. So that's not till May, but it's getting a bit of shape for that.
Yeah, that'd be decent.
Must have go through some of them 7-minute runs, aren't they, around Monton? But yeah, looking forward to it.
No, that's it. It's a 12-minute run.
What, 12-minute run? How quick can you do it?
11:56.
Fucking hell, it beat my record.
Every time.
Every time.
Right, last one. What happened when you got bit at Chester?
Sean Hesse. I think Linny was playing that game. When on the floor, I think Linny was standing on my hands.
That'd hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, we were playing Chester. It was my first season. I think it was my first season at Stockport. And Chester, there was just always horrible. Loads of Scousers. And from the first kick whistle, it was Sean Hesse was in my ear. He was standing on my heels.
What was he, a centre half?
Yeah. So on throw-ins.
Who were you playing for then?
I was at Stockport.
Right.
So on throw-ins, I'm back into him a bit. And I kept feeling trying to go and bite my shoulder. So I caught him with an elbow. He didn't do it again until the second half. I made a throw-in and the ball went out and he just grabbed hold of my arms and bit me back. So I've gone down on the floor like a sack of shit. All the Chester players around me, get up, you fucking diving bastard, standing on my hands and stuff. So the ref didn't see it and played on. I just scored, and then they scored, and then he bit me, and then I scored the winner. So I ran over,
nice.
ran right over to him, stood in his face like that, yeah. And then after the game, so obviously I told Gannon what had happened, lads what had happened. And Gannon said there was teeth marking my back. So Gannon got the ref in, took photos and stuff. He said, "This fucking told you he fucking bit him." But he had the print of his fucking gnashes in my back. So he got fined £2,000 and like a 5-game ban for the start of next season. So he got
£2,000?
or £1,000 or £2,000 fine. He got and 5-match ban. But we played him. Must have played him a couple of years later, a year after, and he was fucking marking me, and all the Stockport County fans are shouting, Hesse's gonna bite ya. I was laughing and joking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's football, innit? It happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
He must have had it in his head that he was
he
going to...
tried it 3 times. He mustn't have had pre-match. He must have been hungry.
Yeah. My God. Hey, well, it's been a pleasure having you back in, pal.
As always. I'll get some more nights out for some more stories. Mate.
Yeah, some good stories. I hope the podcast fame continues.
Thanks, it means a lot. I'm getting loads off this. I did one the other day for Southend. It was better than yours.
Yeah.
It was better than yours, though. It was
called?
more professional.
What's it called?
The custard pie.
More professional. You did it on the fucking phone.
Yeah. But they phoned me.
Did
The
it save the
custard
minutes?
pie.
The custard
pie.
pie. Something I can't remember. It was Southend one. It was good though. I had a good laugh with him. Some weird Southend stories that I'd forgot about.
Good
I'll
lad.
tell you next time I'm on.
Yeah, Series 6.
Series 6.
Mate, it's been a pleasure. Thanks
Thanks
very
for having
much.
me, guys.
Thanks for the food.
No problem. I'll leave you with them.
Cheers, pal.